Okay, let's see how this one goes. This one's got a lot of pastels. This coloration is pastel-y. Gonna leave it on 100. Background colour. Maybe we'll make it yellow. There we go. Going all the way with the contrast. Copy density, we're just going to make it relatively a small amount light. We're not going to make it too light because it's really pastel-y. Or maybe, no. I feel like I'm going back here. Trying to decide. We're going all the way light. It should work. Okay. Okay, what are we going to do with this? What is this thing we're going to make an interesting, hopefully an interesting piece of work out of? What is it? It is a Specsavers brochure. That's the back. That's the front, Specsavers. We're interested in this part, this pastel-y shit. So we're going to do this pastel stuff. We're going to make it look, hopefully, interesting. So let's just see how we go when we spin it around. So let's see how it goes. Oops, didn't see that very clearly just then. So let's see how that looks. Okay. Right, well that looks interesting. It still looks pastel-y. I don't know whether I like it. But it's going to, if I make it darker, it'll look better. That looks really kind of interesting, but I think this is going to be our centre. That's going to be where the centre of it is. So we're just going to take this and just throw it in the recycle pile. And we're just going to take this one and we're going to put it in on the glass, and we're going to make something of it. But you can see the colours are overall really pastel, but we're going to make them heavier now. Oh fuck, no, don't want glossy. Stupid user interface. Fuck. Okay, I'm going to put that in the middle. I think we're going to do it this way. Let's see how we go colour-wise. See if we can make this image really bright, really colourful. Oh, okay. That doesn't look as good as I was hoping it would look. It still looks a bit too pastel-y. I'm wondering if we're going to do anything more to it. That's a good question. Let's see what else we can do to improve on this. So this is really, really pastel-y. So we're going here, and this is the one we can darken. Going to darken that considerably. Maybe the contrast is too high. That's probably why the pink has disappeared. So we're just going to add a little bit of contrast. I think that was probably the problem we just had. So let's see how we go. Because sometimes the contrast can make the colours brighter, but if the colour is just on the edge of being visible, it's likely to be lost in the contrast, if I'm correct. So let's see how we go with less contrast and more copy density. Well, that looks a little bit better, but you can see there's some background. That's a tough one. There was always background with that one too. So going to do something different. Fuck it. I'm going to do something different. Just going to go. We're going to do a negative positive. I think a negative image might go well with this. Possibly. So we're just going to switch that on. Get to the brightness. Darken it. Oh yeah, we're going to have to really darken this. Just add some red. Add some cool down the hue. What else can we do to make this better? So I think that's all we can do. And maybe a bit of extra background for this. And text enhance. And let's see how we go this time in negative mode. Oh, one thing I forgot about negatives is that we get a border around the edge when we have to enlarge it slightly and put the original on the edge of on the lip, just like that, so we don't end up with a dirty big border, especially between the segments of our mirror image, which really I hate those borders. Anyway, that'll should do. And we're just going to do a little bit of an enlargement on both the X and the Y axis. So we're going to go 104 this way and 104 that way. Okay, let's see how we go. Let's try again. Okay. Okay, let's see if this is looking good. Oh, okay. I do like the emerald green, but I don't like the purple. I don't like the purple. I really don't like the purple. So I'm wondering if maybe we can just take this emerald green bit, or maybe not. I'm just trying to think what to do with this shit. Just trying to think what would be the best way of dealing with it. This one's a difficult one. So, wondering... Shit, there's too much. I'm thinking maybe if we pull some of the magenta out of the image. Okay. Maybe the hue is too cold, but we still want to keep that lovely emerald green that we have. So we're just going to try this again. I really hate that purple. It's just so much of it. I just don't like it. Let's see how that looks. It still looks too much that horrible purple. It still looks much the same as the first. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this, how I'm going to make this look any better. Shit. Don't like that damn purple. So I'm wondering if we're going to make this the center of the page. Alright, it looks like we can't get rid of the purple. I did take out the magenta and it still looks too purple. I don't know. I'm pretty sure some of my fans might like this purple, but I don't like it myself. I don't like it. So I'm wondering what we're going to do with that purple. How we're going to remove it. Actually, yeah, the magenta has been taken down. Going to take it out. We're going to put magenta into the minus figures, and I'm wondering if the red's got anything to do with it. We'll just see how it goes. Just ripping out most of the magenta. It's not stripped. Stripping it means you get rid of it entirely, but it's going to be just wishy-washy, hopefully, by comparison. Hopefully we don't need it in that emerald green, but it still shows as that horrible purple. It looks a little bit lighter, but if we take out the blue, it might, or cyan, it might ruin this image here. So annoyed. I hate this fucking, that's from the yellow. That's when the yellow doesn't go well with things. I don't know. It's not too bad, but I do prefer... I'm just thinking I'm going to go stuff it. I'm going to go and use... Oh, shit. I thought this machine had lost its settings just when I lifted the dock feeder. We're going to take this segment and we're going to put it on the A4. We're going to make it... We're going to enlarge a section. We're not keeping this big block of purple. We're going to get rid of most of it by enlarging a section that I like. And we're just going to put it over the edge a bit. So we're just going to enlarge it to just a little bit bigger than A5. So we just had to line this up against the edge just so we don't have to see how we go. So now we're just going to go here and we're going to go pretty much that, but we're going to add a little bit because we're overlapped. So we're going to make it, I think the vertical, I think they both need to be enlarged a bit bigger than 141, so it's going to be 145 that way and 145 this way. Now let's see if we can focus more on the emerald green part of the image rather than the fucking purple. I don't know why I hate the purple. Don't ask me why, I just don't like it. Maybe it's just a common colour that comes up. It's just so boring. But anyway, that looks a lot better. I think the purple doesn't look so bad now that we've got more of the emerald green on display. So now we're just going to come to this compromise and we're going to make this one. Alright, I think we've got a better looking layout. This demo is going to be prolongated. So yeah, let's see how we go. So that's our second one for the image. So we're going to get a bit of a curl, as again we're going to have curling problems by the looks of things. So let's see, that's those two. And we're just going to do mirror images. So we're just going to go and find our mirror image key, or should I say button. I like to call it a button rather than a key. So let's see, we've got that. Going to bump off 2. Hopefully the original size won't go bonkers, because it often does sometimes with when you enlarge like this or similar. I don't know why. I can't work out why. So let's see how we go. Let's see. Right, that's it. So now we just have to line these up. So I'm glad I took a section out of this, because I think the purple was too dominant in the fucking general look of the image. So we just wanted to have more of that lovely emerald green. The purple doesn't look too bad now that it's it occupies a much smaller part of the work. Now I'm still having troubles trying to line these up. This is the tricky bit of the demo, is trying to get these pieces to align neatly and tidily and accurately, which is really difficult when you've got this curling problem. But anyway, sorry about the tatty look of this, but yeah, I think that's a lot better now that we've got more of that lovely emerald green.